and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton, and today we're going to talk about one of our really unusual and special fundraisers. It's called Empty Bowls, to raise money for food banks and programs for the hungry, but it's got a different twist to it. My guest is Claudia Pillach, who's with the board. Thank you.
Hi. Glad to be here.
You know, I have to say, I stumbled across this fundraiser because it was at the Hampton History Museum and kind of walked in not knowing what to expect and was really just overwhelmed. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful event. Tell us how it came about.
Well, it came about locally. It was actually founded by potters, men and women who make pottery.
You know, that's right there. It's something different because it's got this arts tie-in, and you think of artists then, you know, being involved in their community and concerned about issues, and it's just a neat sentiment right there.
Yeah, and they wanted to do something with using their talents to give back to the community. And so the idea came out that you attend this fundraiser and you're given some simple food to kind of represent the idea that we're not trying to do anything fancy. We just want to feed people healthy, nutritious food. So we have like 6 different restaurants that get involved, and of course they're all local, and they make soup. And you get to try all these different soups, and you have a few other things to go with it, and then we've got desserts and stuff. But the main thing about the bowls is that the potters all make a bunch of bowls and they donate them. And everybody who comes to the fundraiser gets to pick out a bowl as a souvenir, and it's to remind you year-round of the empty bowls that we're trying to fill. So that's the whole concept behind it.
It is, that's really neat. I mean, I got one that was a little more of a dish kind of a thing, and it sits by on my nightstand right beside my bed, and I look at it every day, and it really does, you know, have that kind of impact, besides being beautiful.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lovely piece of art, but it has the whole concept of the actual bowls and the theoretical hunger. It's a nice tie.
Yes, it is, and there's beautiful choices. You know, we've got small bowls, big bowls, all colors, shapes, sizes.
So different from each artist.
Yeah, each one is a piece of work, a piece of art, and you know, made with love, basically, and donated to help with the problem of hunger, which is a real problem on the peninsula, and we're not always aware of that, and that's one of our goals also, is to raise awareness about hunger.
And let's talk about what you do with the money. You're not a direct aid organization. You funnel it through grants.
Yes, we have grants. Every year we have, and this is our 4th year doing it, we open it up to grant applications, and so local organizations that actually work with the hungry can apply for a grant, and then we make a selection. Last year we supported 4 organizations, and this year we're actually going to support 6. And so all the proceeds from our event go towards those organizations. And we try to, this is very much a grassroots organization, and we try to get everything donated so that we can give as much money as possible to these organizations. So the restaurants donate their food, and people donate their bowls. So we also have a silent auction, and people donate items to be
Wonderful
auctioned.
items.
Yes.
I forget what I came home with now, but you know, I was bidding on a couple of different things.
Baskets.
Really nice art. When you have artists involved, you just automatically have
it kind of ups the ante there a little bit, you know, and so that's really popular. So everything is donated. We have people like Costco and Target and Walmart. They'll give us gift cards to help us pay for the expenses, because you know, we have to buy plates and spoons and cups and things like that. And so our goal is to make as much money as possible available to our grant recipients. And last year we actually donated $13,000.
You know, that's really impressive for a one-night fundraiser.
Yeah.
That's just a lot.
And as new as we are, we're proud of it, you know.
Well, you're capped. I mean, you only can fit as many people right now, at least, as you can fit in the History Museum.
Right.
And so this event sells out. This year is sold out.
Yes, it is.
A little more than a week before it happens. And I'm pretty sure last year is sold out, although
we came really close last year. But we usually do. Of the 4 years, I think all 3 of them we sold out, and the 4th year we came very close. And
That's,
but it's a wonderful event too. I mean, it's very nice. The Hampton History Museum is a beautiful place to hold that, and not only are we in there, but you can actually look at some of the exhibits while you're there.
Right, the first floor is open.
Yeah, and we have musicians, kind of like a violinist roaming through the crowd and playing. And this year we're going to have a magician who's going to kind of work the crowd and do his things. We also have other forms of entertainment. So it's a whole evening event. You've got the silent auctions and the bowls and the food, which is wonderful. I mean, you get to...
It is really nice. I thought, well, I'm going to leave hungry, and I didn't, because the samples were generous, and, you can go back a second time at the end once everybody's been through. And
yeah.
It's nice because some fundraisers are very opulent, and there's certainly a place for that and a place for the $150 a plate, lovely, lovely dinner. But this one is just a little more simple, and so...
And that, I really liked that, because I remember when I first heard about it, and I thought, oh, this is going to be, really expensive, and then it's only $30 a ticket. I'm like, well, sure, I'll go do that.
It is kind of the cheapest fundraiser around, yeah.
But you feel like you get a lot of value for that, and you're actually doing a lot,
right.
So it's accessible to a lot more people.
Yeah, a lot of people can't do the big ones,
right,
but you can do this. You get something. I mean, it's also you kind of get more than your $30 out of it once you count the food and the bowl and everything. handmade bowl.
Yeah.
You feel good.
It's a win-win.
It is.
You're helping, and you get a memento. You have a nice evening. So, you can't lose, and it's not going to break the bank either.
That's right. So this is an annual event. Hopefully you'll be back at the History Museum, and we'll air this in time for people to get tickets, since, the current year is actually sold out.
Right.
And people can look forward to this. I mean, plan ahead.
Yeah, and also if you still want to help out this year, we have 2 other ways that you can help. You can make a donation, or you can volunteer, and you can do both of those at our website, which is emptybowlsvapeninsula.org. We also have a Facebook page, and we'd love for people to come out and like our Facebook page, because we have like 420 likes, and our goal is to get to 500 by the time we have the fundraiser.
That's great, because then it helps spread the word, and
yes.
people know about, because you're publicizing really not just the event, but also the cause.
The cause, yeah. And we, if you look at our website, it says, our tagline kind of says, together we can help make a difference in the fight against hunger. So our goal is to raise money and awareness. Mm-hmm. And we think we do that, and we let people have a good time doing it too.
That's wonderful.
And I also wanted to mention our sponsors, who have been so supportive. Hampton History Museum, of course, has been a huge difference. They donate their space to us. And we also have Metro Productions, which is a Hampton-based company.
Yes, it is.
And they have been a major sponsor for us. So
that's good. I did not realize that. That's wonderful.
Yes,
they're very community-oriented for a company that kind of flies under the radar. You don't see them very often.
Right, they're not like a big...
involved.
But yes, they are. They're very involved, and they are very dedicated to this and have helped us out quite a bit. We also have lots of volunteers who help, and
the restaurants, there's always some really good. Like, soups might sound simple, but they can be, complex and wonderful, and they're all different.
They're all different.
You're going to get a she crab soup every year. It's going to come from somebody different.
We get a lobster bisque, or a wonderful
Mm-hmm.
hearty chicken noodle soup, and there's with 6 restaurants, you
never know.
There's going to be all kinds of different things, and we also have a woman who has a company called Thank Goodness It's Homemade, and she makes fabulous desserts, and she came with us last year, and she's back again this year, which we're thrilled.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so.
Okay, well, Claudia, I'm looking forward to going again. It's just, a nice event. Again, you get from it, you give, it works on all, like you said, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for sponsoring this event and volunteering your time to work with it as well.
Yeah. You're welcome. Thanks.
And thank you for watching. I hope you can go to this event at some point, really enjoy it, and really give back to the community, and be aware of how many people do truly need support in order to eat nutritious meals on a regular basis. Thanks for watching.